Hello everyone, my name is Matt and welcome back to another video. In today's video, I'm showing you a run through of a new lesson I created about the Winter Olympic Games. So in this lesson, the students are going to learn 6 different Winter Olympic sports and then learn how to say a simple sentence like, what do you want to try? I want to try snowboarding. I want to try speed skating. So it's a very simple lesson, but it's really fun. And I tried to add a lot of different games here. So the kids wanted to participate in the lesson, and I actually filmed myself teaching this class. I'm going to post that video probably tomorrow. So if you're watching this in the future, it should already be available on my channel. You can watch me teaching it. And yeah, if you want to download this lesson yourself, don't forget there's a link in the video description below. Just go to that link and you can download it very quickly, or go to my Taobao store and you can find it there. I really hope you enjoy these kinds of videos. If you do, don't forget to smash the like button. It really helps out my channel. Subscribe if you're not already, and leave a comment below if you have any questions. All right, let's get right into this run through. All right, let's have a look at this PowerPoint. So again, this is a run through, so I'm not going to go through each slide and explain everything. It's mostly just to show people what the PowerPoint looks like. Some people like to see a PowerPoint so they can copy it or just get ideas. Some people want to purchase the PowerPoint, so I think it's wise to show every slide so those who are curious about how to create a PowerPoint like this can see how it flows, and those who want to buy it, they can see exactly what they're getting. So yeah, I'll just go through. I'll mention some things along the way, but yeah, I'm not going to go into too much detail here. All right, so obviously you have to have a place for your review, so you can add your review here. And yeah, here is the main part of the lesson. So because the Winter Olympics happened this year, I thought it was appropriate to make a lesson based on it. There's lots of good sports here and it's topical. So the kids, they've probably seen it on TV and it's something they've been thinking about, and now they can learn how to say the words in English. So I have skiing, figure skating, ice hockey, speed skating, snowboarding, and curling. Now, of course, there's other sports, but I just chose 6. And when I did this with my grade 2s, they could actually do it. I mean, there was enough games and stuff with the vocabulary in the beginning of this class for them to be able to learn it. And yeah, I would say a good 70% were able to say all the words by the end of the lesson, which was impressive. Obviously, I'll continue to review this for the next few weeks, but it's pretty good for the first day. All right, so we have a quick say game here. I say the word, they say the number. Then I'll remove the words, just get some drilling in. Then because these are sports, there's action. So in the beginning of the class, when I was teaching the words, I was doing actions for each one. Skiing, speed skating, figure skating. I made up all these different actions. So you can watch the video of the entire class. I'm going to publish that probably tomorrow or the next day, and you can see how I taught all the TPR. So quick TPR game here, bring kids to the front and have them do the actions. The kids who are standing at the front need to say the word. First student to say the word gets points. So if you've seen my lessons before, I like to do TPR games. Next game is flying words. So pretty much, a flashcard flies across the screen and whoever says the word first gets a point. So again, it's more drilling, but it's fun. It's drilling that feels fun. It's a game, but really it's just drilling. I mean, if you have flashcards, you can do the same thing with flashcards. Hold up the flashcards, whoever says it first, But I like to program everything into the computer, into the PowerPoint, I mean. So it's just easy for me. I don't have to think about anything. It's all programmed in, and I can just go through it. And I can really focus on teaching the kids and not having to organize all these things to get together. So that's the main benefit, I think, to having a nice PowerPoint, is that it really takes away a lot of your work during class. You can focus on teaching and not having to think about what you're doing next. All right, let's get into the next game. All right, so this is a new game. This game just kind of came to me when I was walking around. I mean, this is not a groundbreaking game. I'm sure other PowerPoints have had this in it, but it's not something I've done before. It's not something I've actually seen anyone do during class before in my organization. So it just kind of came to me. I was just trying to think of something different, and actually I wasn't trying to think of anything. It just came to me when I was walking around outside. So I call this game Odd Word Out. They pretty much just need to say which one is different. So it's just a which one is different game. So I have it programmed so it opens like this, and it slowly reveals which ones are there, which pictures, and so they just need to say the one that's different. So in this case, they would say figure skating. So again, it's drilling, but it's getting the kids to recognize the words or to remember the words, and like any drilling. It's just, I'm just trying to make it more fun, So here, again, snowboarding. And the way I do it, I play it with the whole class, but you could have like, one student from each team stand up. But in games like this, I found that a lot of other students are going to be like, whispering or trying to cheat. So I think it's better to just play with the whole class. So snowboarding, first student to say curling. It's very basic, but it works. And like I said, I played this week with my grade 2s. They love it. It's simple and effective, which I think should be the goal of any game. You don't want it to be too complicated. Don't make things too complicated. A lot of times simple is best. It's something that they can do easily. You can explain it easily, and it doesn't disrupt the flow of the class, and it's just best that way. So in teaching part 2, we're going to teach the main word of the class, which is try. Okay, so this is something they hear me say all the time in class. Who would like to try? Who would like to try? But it turns out most students don't know what I'm saying. I mean, they know what I'm saying, but they don't understand that word exactly. So this is a time for that they can really learn it. So I show them this. When I showed this to grade 2, all the students were raising their hands to translate it. Were saying, "Do you want to try? Do you want to try? Do you want to try?" Because this is what they hear teachers say, like, "Do you want to try?" I like to say, "Who would like to try?" But only a few students in each class raised their hand and actually said the correct way, which is, "What do you want to try?" Okay, so again, there'll be drilling here. You can do actions for each word, and what I did is I brought one student up, or two students up. One student asked the other student, and then the student had to say, I want to try, and then the word snowboarding. So you could teach them like, what would you like to try? I would like to try. Of course you can do that, but with grade 2, I really want to make sure they are practicing the use of the word want. Okay, because this is a word they've just learned as well. So I want to use that word and make sure they understand that word, and they can say it. Because once they know the word want, they can say that in a bunch of contexts. Obviously, it's a very common word. So, 2 students come up. You can do it by team if you like. I didn't do it by team. I just brought random students up. It's just drilling. It's not a game. And have them say. You can have the whole class ask one student. There's a bunch of ways you can drill this. Watch any of my videos and you'll see a bunch of different ways that I drill. It's all up to your own personality. How do you want to drill? Okay, but of course we want to drill the main sentence a bit, before we actually do anything. And then the following games will just be continuations of the drilling, which you'll see now. So let's go into the first game, which is the monkey game.
For the monkey game. Ooh,
All right, so the monkey game, I have played this game before, but not with grade 2. I played the ghost game, which is the same game, but it's not. There's ghosts, not monkeys. So essentially, the students I'll have one student from each team represent their team. So we have strawberries, oranges, bananas, and apples, and the whole class will ask, "What do you want to try?" And each student says their answer. So first team says, "I want to try speed skating." So you click green because speed skating is green. Next student says, I want to try curling. Okay, and they can say the same one. Like the next team can say, "I want to try curling too," and then this team says, "I want to try ice hockey." All right, good job. Everyone says, "Send the monkeys." If the monkeys come to where that team is, the monkeys will obviously eat the fruit, and their team will lose. So let's see.
Monkey, 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 monkey. Monkey, 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 monkey. Monkey, monkey, monkey. Monkey, 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 monkey.
All right, so that is my voice. If you haven't figured it out, I made this in the fall and recorded it all, so I can reuse it. But like I said, I haven't played this really with grade 2, besides the ghost game and the Halloween class, which has different. I say different stuff in it, obviously, since they're not monkeys. So in this case, just the apple team would win, and they would get, in this case, 3 points. Okay, and then good job, sit down, and rinse and repeat with more students. Okay, so they choose, very simple. They choose, and then we send monkeys. I'll jump ahead so you can see where the monkeys land. Okay, so all right, so in this case, the apple and banana team would win, and rinse and repeat. Okay, very simple, very, very simple. But again, it's effective drilling. The whole class is saying the question. You could even have one team come up, like one student or 2 students from each team come up. One student asks another student. The student says their answer. You put their piece there, their piece of fruit on that one. The next 2 come up. from the other team, and then rinse and repeat with each one. So it is a dialogue between two students, or one student from one team comes up and the whole class or their team asks them. So it's up to you. Bunch of ways to do it. Let's move on to the next part. Let's move up to. All right, let's go to the next part of the lesson. Okay, so the next game is a guessing game. I love guessing games. Again, it's just drilling again. Class asks, students give their answers, they're guessing which one it is. So they say the full sentence. I want to try ice hockey. Each team will guess what they think is behind here. So they all have to say the question and the answer, and then you reveal the winner, and the winner gets points, 2 points, 3 points, whatever you want. Again, it's just drilling, but it's drilling in a game form. They think it's fun. It's just a way for them to drill. So rinse and repeat. Each team asks, answers, chooses one, reveal answer, points are awarded, and yeah, that's how it works. It's very, very, very simple, but again, it works, and that's what I want. I want the kids to drill the language. Okay. The last game is dialogue practice game. We're gonna play this with the bomb, thief, and die game. So there's a bomb, they lose 2 points. A thief, they steal 3 points, or a die, and they can roll and get an unknown amount of points. I was playing in my class with an app on my phone, so they just have to tap the screen, and the die on the screen will move. You can bring a real physical die if you like. I just think I try to do this stuff as fast as I can. If they're going to stand up and roll a die, in my experience, it takes a while. Kids want to get out of their seats. If you have it on your phone, they tap it, and it's really effective and quick, and no one has to get out of their seats, and the points are quickly determined. Okay, so it works is just like this. You have 2 students from each team come up. One student says, I like the Winter Olympics. And the other student says, what do you want to try? And they say, I want to try. And they choose one of the words, whatever they like. And then they choose a mystery box. So I say the first box, second box, third box, or fourth box. Which one do you want? They'll say 2 or the second one. You click it and, it's a die. So they get to roll a die, or again, on my phone, click the app and get points. Or we'll go to the next one. I mean, you could do it that like each team gets a try on each slide. You could do that way. I don't do it like that. I just go to the next slide, next team, and same thing again, rinse and repeat with the dialogue. And they choose one. Oh, it's a bomb. That team loses 2 points. If they found the thief, they could choose one of the other teams and steal 3 points. So one team would lose 3 points, and those 3 points would get moved to the team that found the thief. Okay, so that student can decide which team they want to steal from. And rinse and repeat is, again, simple, fun, effective. That's what I want. Okay, I want it to be simple. I want it to be something they can all understand, and I want it to be something that they find interesting and they can say the language. And yeah, so I moved around all of the pieces. Obviously, they're not in the same place each time. That would be too easy, right? And yeah. At the end of the class, I have a slide here for a review. You can take this slide and put it on your future review part of the next lesson. So the kids can come up in the next lessons, what do you want to try? And they say their answer. Okay. So this can be used at the end of the lesson to review, and then it can be taken and added to future lessons as a review, for the next, few weeks or whatever, next month or whatever you like. And that is the whole lesson. All right. I hope you enjoyed that. Yeah. All right, that's the end of the run through. I really hope you found that useful. If you did, don't forget you can download that PowerPoint just by going to the link in the video description below, or going to my Taobao store, and you can find it there. I will email it over to you right after you buy it, so no worries about that. If you enjoy this video and you enjoy lessons like this, videos like this, run-throughs like this, don't forget to smash the like button. It really helps me out. Subscribe to my channel if you're not already. And yeah, leave a comment below if you have any questions, and I will get back to you as soon as I can. All right, I'll see you guys in the next video. Bye.